Hello, my beautiful patrons. How are you today? It's Tuesday, best day of the week. I'm not feeling 100% today. It's true. I'm really shaky, and I got a sore throat, and just so tired. So tired. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight, I think. But I have the cure right here for my illness. Mr. Johnny Walker, who's going to help me out with my sore throat. I recommend it as a cure for pretty much anything, really. Yeah, so I didn't do my live class today on YouTube because I just couldn't. I didn't have the energy, and I was losing my voice. And well, anyway, I have two things to talk to you about today. So. The first one is word of the day, and that is this one, opportune. So you probably know the noun opportunity. That's a good opportunity, and wow, I would cut off my left arm to have that opportunity. Another idiom in English. And opportune is an adjective. Okay, so you can say an opportune moment, an opportune person. All right, and what does it mean? It means similar to opportunity. It means something that is very convenient, and also what's the dictionary definition? It's convenient. And it occurs at the appropriate time. That's the dictionary definition. So it's something convenient at the right moment. It's a good thing at a good moment. It's an opportune thing. And if we look at the word, what do you see in the middle here? Oh, this one. Port. Port, like the place where boats go. Okay, so this stuff at the end, this un, this is just to make the adjective, but this is important. Opportune, port, towards the port, towards the port. This word, it was used in the past to describe the wind that blew your ship, into the port, because that's convenient. And it comes at the right moment. Opportune. What a beautiful thing. Sometimes the history of words just makes you just really so aware of human history. How the language is connected with human history. I'm not saying it's important, but I'm saying it's just like, and it makes you aware, wakes you up. So the second thing I have to talk to you about is more, so I do a lot of reading about language, and I spend a lot of time on language websites and language arguing with people on Reddit about the subjunctive. I'm kind of a bit obsessed with language, and so sometimes I discover these scientific papers about language that are interesting, and this one it's almost unbelievable. It's so crazy. So basically it was written by I can't remember when. I think it was it's not old, okay? I don't know when. That's really bad. I should. And it's the guys who wrote this paper were not linguists. They were behavioral psychologists. They wanted to study a phenomenon called priming. To prime something is to make something ready for action. So like when you turn the ignition in your car, when you turn the key, you're priming the car to start. Or, before you go for a run, you have to warm up, you have to prime your body. And so, but you can prime yourself psychologically, mentally. And what they did was they told, this is the experiment. They what does it say? They told the participants that the purpose of the study was to investigate language proficiency, was to see if they were good or bad at English, if they had a good or bad level. but really it wasn't. What they did is they gave them they gave them words scrambled, mixed up. They gave them words mixed up, and they had to put the words in the correct order to make sentences, right? But the words were very important. They were words, what does it say here? They contained words related to the stereotypes of being old. So they're all words related to being old, or the stereotypes of being old. For example, Florida, worried, lonely, grey, careful, sentimental, wise, bingo, bingo, etc., etc. So they're all stereotypical words associated with being old. So first, they did this experiment with the words. Bum, 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 bum. Now, the psychologists were priming them by giving them these old words. But that wasn't the experiment. When they left the room, after they'd finished doing the activities with the words, when they left the room, they had a stopwatch, a stopwatch, and they measured how long it took for the participants to walk 9.75 meters. So the experiment was not about language proficiency, about how good they were at English. It's about, if you give people words related to being old, do they walk slower? Do they walk like old people? And yes, they do. Look at this. The grey ones, okay? These grey bars, these were the people who were primed with the words, and the white bars were people who were not primed with words. And it says results. Participants in the elderly priming condition had a slower walking speed. Where is it? In the group with normal words, they walked 10 meters in 7.2 seconds on average. The other group, 8.2 seconds. They walked 1 second slower because they were thinking about all these old words. It's crazy. I love it. I mean, who even thinks of these crazy ideas for experiments? This is just another example of how powerful language is, how powerful it is, and how much of it's part of our mentality. It's our being. It affects everything. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm really cold. I'm really cold, and I want to go home and drink my whiskey and go to bed. So thank you very much for being my beautiful patrons. How do you get the lid off this thing? Thank you very much for being my patrons. Cheers, and I can feel it curing my throat already. Oh, so good. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.